And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. It is the Rugby World Cup Sevens this weekend. Unfortunately, couldn't get down to Cape Town, although I do have a couple of people who are there, so I hope everybody is there having a fantastic time. But yeah, the World Cup Sevens, I mean, he got away just under about an hour and a half ago. 8:45 was the first match. We've now got Kenya taking on Tonga. And just basically how we're going to be covering the tournament is we have a current live stream over on Forever Rugby, and that is going to stream the entire day for the entire day. So basically that'll keep going throughout the day, and you can just jump on there to sort of catch up anything. But then we will be doing select games live, both on Forever Sports as well as Forever Rugby. For example, like the two South African games coming up a bit later. Yeah, in terms of games that we're looking to do, we will be looking to start doing some of the women's games a little bit later this afternoon. But the games we're going to be doing live, for example, we're going to be doing England versus Ireland at 2:30. We're going to be doing France versus Canada. We'll probably do a sort of a half an hour stretch of England versus Ireland, France versus Canada, USA versus Samoa, potentially New Zealand and Argentina. So we'll sort of do different segments of various live streams throughout the day. And obviously the two big matches are the women's match has been confirmed, France versus South Africa. That is taking on 6:30. And then the Blitz box will be in action at 7:03 tonight. We'll be live for that. But yeah, as I said, so we'll be having live watch-alongs here, and then there will be live coverage happening over on Forever Rugby as well. So this will redirect to Forever Rugby, so you don't need to worry about switching over or anything like that. Because it'll all be there as well. But we do have kickoff in the DHL Stadium down in Cape Town. It is Kenya versus Tonga. And only knock on it will be a scrum for Kenya. I'm sorry, Tonga rather. A pretty brutal format. Because it's knockout rugby from the get-go. You lose one match in this tournament and you are out of the running to win the World Cup. It is straight knockout throughout the entire tournament. This is a pre-round of 16, which is happening right now for the men's as Tonga look to go wide. That's a really nice line being run there by the number 12, which is Topalela. But a penalty for Kenya, and they're taking it quickly. Oh, it decides to come on the inside. I'm not sure it was the right decision from Edmund Manya. Tackle release though. They have to use it now. It's Uliach at scrum half. Now Kenya have got a bit of width. They run their hands quite quickly. The ball's popped out and a little bit under pressure. The ball comes loose there. Kenya managed to keep hold of it. That's a really nice little leg drive there as well. Good carry there by Oyu, the captain. Not a great thing. A bit of a jab through. Kenya man has been brought down. A little bit laboured to get back there was Tonga. And the ball's popped up on Kenya's side, but it is a penalty for Tonga. So a bit of relief there, but a good start from the African side. I said welcome if you're watching on Forever Sports or Forever Rugby. We will be live on both channels throughout the day, but a continuous stream will be on Forever Rugby. As you can see, we have match trackers. We've got live interviews happening throughout the day as well. So bringing you some of the most in-depth coverage as possible here on Forever Sports and Forever Rugby. So welcome to everybody. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you're excited to see. As I said, it is playoff rugby. So, you know, if these sides, whichever side loses at the moment, they cannot win the World Cup. It's a pre-round of 16. They then go to a round of 16. Quarterfinals tomorrow, semi-finals and final on Sunday. And there are no pools or anything like that, so it's just straight knockout rugby. And promising here from Kenya, back in Tonga's half. They've got a lot of width. And on the outside, he's not going to be able to get... Oh, no, he set him down. Oh, well, there it is. William Paka is over. What a try by him. Wearing the goggles. Man looks the part. This is a nice Kenya jersey, by the way. I might have to get my hands on it. But he had the outside. He stepped inside and sat down as opposite defender. It's a brilliant try from Kenya. They went by it very quickly. And just that little step inside. Yeah, and he just loses the fitting here to Sunia. And he sits down and away he goes. And Kenya get first blood. And it's a conversion right from the touchline as well. So 7 points to 0. Good start from Kenya. They've looked quite good. They've dominated all the possession. I mean, Tonga haven't been in Kenya's half so far. So far so good. 7 carries, 13 pass, 1 offload here from Kenya. Just the 1 carry from Tonga so far. You need to get their hands on the ball. You need to start playing a little bit. But for Kenya, a very, very nice start. Got an injury, got a man down. You have a Tonga. So much action throughout the weekend. Tomorrow is going to be even more jam-packed. I think tomorrow finishes at 10 in the evening. Day 2 starts at 8:15, and the final match is at 10:30 in the evening. Kenya just taking the man out in the air there from the kickoff, so Tonga will have a penalty. They decide to go to the line, so just inside their own half. So still haven't really found their way into the Kenyan half just yet, have Tonga. It's not straight. About to say, looked very skew there from Tonga. So opportunity gone begging them. Kenya will have the feet at the scrum. A penalty there for Kenya. So can't do much wrong at the moment, can Kenya? Kenya taking the tap here. No rush at the moment of Kenya. Just over 2 minutes left in the half. And outside to go towards the right. Steps inside of Captain Oyu. So it's a Yar, actually. The one's looking like 7s here. Long pass out wide. Kenya go to space. Side to come inside. Run back towards support. Pretty fleet-footed at the moment are the Kenyans. Now left to right. Oh, bit of a gap. And he's burst through. And it's Nelson Oyu, the captain, who goes over for Kenya's second. Far too easy, it must be said. Tonga haven't really pitched up here so far. I mean, it was a bit of a miscommunication. All of a sudden, he looked up and there was a massive gap and he just strolled through and he's gotten over. This was far too easy. Yeah, I mean, jeepers. I mean, there was a couple of decent steps in there, but I mean, Tonga didn't even look like making a tackle. And Kenya's perfect start. Looks like they will be going through to the round of 16 if they can continue playing like this. This currently being the pre-round of 16. So these players, or these teams playing to get into the round of 16. So, for example, if you look at the Blitzbox, they've got to win round of 16, quarters, semis, and a final. You got to win 4 matches. 4 matches and you're world champion. So it doesn't sound that difficult, but obviously if you lose one, you're out. There's no chance to redeem yourself. One bad performance and you've given it away. That's a better turnover and a decent carry as well. Kasika is a big ball carry. I haven't really seen him much now. Now Tonga trying to use the width of the field. Nice little inside step there, but Kenya doing well to get in position as the captain, Nelson Oyu, who's come in and stolen that. .20 seconds left. There will be a scrum here for Kenya. And fact, we're into overtime actually at the moment. So will be half time after this. Perfect half from Kenya, 14-0. Hopefully be able to empty the bench, keep their players fresh for the round of 16 clash, which will be later this afternoon. Anya steps inside. Oh, and he does not manage to hold on. Turnover boy for Tonga. If they can try and make this count, they can get themselves back in the game. They're going to have to go almost the full length of the field. They've got decided to go to the boot. Tupualila is set off, but the Kenyans, I mean, they're so quick. And it's the captain, Nelson Adu, who will just kick the ball behind and say, thank you very much. We'll go for our halftime oranges. So the perfect start for Kenya, 14-0 at halftime. They're looking good to go into the round of 16 for Tonga, unless they find a second half. Unless they have a very good second half, they will be out of the tournament. They'll still play matches. Obviously, you're not going to come all the way down yet, just play one match, but suddenly you'll be into a bronze plate quarterfinal and on the various stuff like that. You're not going to be in the cups to this section, but yeah, no pools, which is the difference between this and a normal World Series event. Please do smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel, whichever channel you are watching. As I said, we are currently live on Forever Sports. We will then finish the stream and we'll direct you straight back to the Forever Rugby stream, which has every single match as well as post-match interviews. We'll have post-match interviews being uploaded to the channels. There will also be sort of highlight reels and stuff being added later, so bringing you guys a lot of content throughout the day. So make sure you keep it all locked on Forever Rugby and Forever Sports. As I said, Blitzbox playing at 7 o'clock this evening. The real sort of big games sort of start this afternoon, and we've got some crackers when you think that from about 2 o'clock. England Sevens versus Ireland, France versus Canada, USA versus Samoa. I think this is match 4, so I think this will be the winner of this will play against, I think it's Argentina. The match 4 is, I think, Scotland playing against New Zealand. Australia taking on the winner of match 7, which I believe is, I think, Wales versus Korea, if I'm not mistaken. Fiji taking on the winner of Hong Kong versus Uruguay, and then the Blitzbox taking on the winner between Germany and Chile. That'll be at 7 o'clock this evening. And then the women's round of 16 kicks off at 12 o'clock. A couple of nice matches there. There's Fiji taking on Japan, and there's England taking on Spain. The South African women will be in action tonight. 6:30 against France. Massive, massive way for them to start the campaign. A huge task. France, one of the favourites to potentially win this tournament. So if the women's 7 sides for South Africa can get that victory, that would be absolutely huge for them. So we'll wait and see how they go a little bit later. Right, we will have kickoff here. Tonga will be playing left to right. They have got the ball in hand, so they will have kickoff, and they go towards the right-hand side. Let's see if Kenya can capitalize on their perfect start in the half. They're a bit of a fumble there, but they do keep possession. And they've already found a little bit of space. Down the left inside ball as well to the big man, Herman Humya. Now they're running their hands. They've been running their hands the entire day. Tonga defense coming quickly. And Nelson Oyu, the captain, fantastic, has been everywhere. Finds a few meters. Now we'll ship the water to the left. Bit of show and go. Eventually gets the man out to Mpaka, who scored the first try. Look at the pace. Look at the pace. Is he going to be able to go all the way? That's a brilliant tackle on him. Really good work by Idiot Senior to get back there. But it is a penalty for for Tonga. So it's really well played overall. Now quick go. And it's the big man. I think that's Siko once again, who's trying to get Tonga onto the front foot. But he was isolated. Sorry, it was the substitute, Sonny Yassi. But isolated, and the Kenya have won the penalty and will slow things down a little bit. Kenya opting to take the scrum, try and wind a bit of time down. Difficult for the likes of Kenya and sort of the Tonga because they're going to play one extra match. But at the same time, quite nice that they managed to get any sort of rustiness out there, be able to settle in. They get to experience the pitch, for example. Whereas other teams are going to be coming into it quite cold. So Yeah, I mean, I think New Zealand versus Scotland could be an interesting game. Scotland looked pretty good against Jamaica. And if they start well, put early pressure on New Zealand, you never know what could happen. As I said, it just takes one bad performance and you're out. Very direct there from Odhiambo. Penalty for Kenya, quickly taken by Mondi. Now the big man, yeah, starts taking contact. With a dummy run there. Now there's space. He's running towards the gap there. He brings in Mpaka. He's got a lot of pace down the wing. He's holding his man inside. He's brought just short. There's a boot that comes in, so it's a penalty. Right on the 5 meter. They take it quickly. Onyala just spins around. Does he manage to bring the ball down, though? It's held up. Well, that is so poor. I mean, Tonga defense was so not ready for that. And he ran into the only two players who were probably ready to stop him. One offload, I reckon, there, and he's ready. He also tries to spin his way into the tackle, so he's got his back turned to the try line as he goes over, yeah, on Nala. So, yeah, I think that's just a bit of try line fever from him. So it will be a scrum for Tonga. That should have been the match-winning try from Kenya. You score that, you convert that, 21 points to know with 4 minutes to go. You know, it's 4 minutes definitely enough for a team to come back, but given the dominance they have had. Now Collins and Gerrard getting ready to come on. Couple of subs here for Kenya. As I said, they've got to try and keep they're going to basically offload their entire bench here. Looks like Gerrard's coming on. It looks like Jeff Luch is coming on. Kenya, they've lost the ball forward, so it's a knock-on advantage here for Tonga. They won't win the scrum, though. We're going to have the scrum, which is going to waste a bit of time, so that plays into Kenya's hands. But Kenya won't mind this. At the moment, they're just parked inside Tonga's 22, which is exactly what they need. Less than 4 minutes to go before Kenya can get themselves into the round of 16. Ball goes back. Tonga's still behind their try line. They're going to have to build. They're going to have to go try line to try line. They have slipped the first tackle, but he has also slipped himself. Has the replacement. Mimetoau. And Kenya winning a penalty on the 5 meter. And he's slipped over it. He's going to have to take the tap again. Collins and Gerrard looking very desperate. Very important player for Kenya, isn't Gerrard? They'll need to want to see how he's looking out there. Wants to get a few minutes under his belt. Kenya getting themselves a few more meters to run from deep. Oh my living year! All that time, and the first time you take contact, Mbaka loses it forward. So Tonga once again having to build from well inside the 22, but it's a solid leg drive. That's actually very good work. He's still going there. Siona Tupou. Now a bit of space, a little bit isolated here, but it's a nice strong leg drive. And another penalty to Kenya for rolling against Tonga. No, another quick tap and go. Kick ahead. They've got the pace. The ball just to bounce favorably. Oh, my living, and he's knocked it on again. I mean, how many times did Kenya need to butcher a try? Goodness me. But yeah, there's Collins and Gerrard. "35 years old, so much experience. They'll need him later. And for him, just important to get a couple of minutes under the belt. Look, I think Kenya are pretty sorted here. 14-0, 2 minutes to go. But they could have very much been 25, 26, 35, 36, even 40, 50 points up at this stage. They've had so many opportunities to score points. But they haven't been particularly accurate in the second half. So scrum there from Tonga once again, having the ball from the 5 meter. There's a bit of a slip, and Kenya putting a lot of pressure on Tonga, trying to get outside that 5 meter. Now Tonga spreading it out wide. Cuts back inside. It's a really good line being run. He slips the first tackle. This is really good stuff here. It's a really good shot from Tapalula. Pick up and go as well again. So it's really good work by the Tonga number 12. Slow ball and a penalty for Tonga. Quickly taken. And he puts his head down. And he's brought up. Pops the ball back. Tapalula is back down. Tonga towards the 5 meter. Kenyan defense so far standing pretty firm. Just over a minute left in the game. And they need to score in the next sort of 20 seconds, or they're going to try and have a chance of a bit of a comeback. Long ball outside, a bit sloppy. Somebody needs to get a bit of front foot ball. Big hit, but the tackle is made. And Kenya have come through. And I think, given the whistle, I think there's a knock on there. It's a call coming from the line judge, so we're just trying to find out what it was. I think it's a dangerous clean out here. So it's going to be a penalty for somebody. In the coffin, number 7. I think it's against Tonga. So that will be the final nail in the coffin. The number 7, Edward Sunia, goes off for the dangerous play. Oh, sorry, it's number 10. It's Attila Pakalani. That'll be the end of his game. Arm around the head is the call, which is the correct call. So he's in the bin. Kenya kick up to the halfway line with the final 35 seconds, and Kenya will look good to progress into the round of 16. So job done as far as the Kenyans are concerned. Long line there from Injera. They give it back to him. Yeah, offload. One more cat pass. As he got the pace, he steps back inside. Nice and OU. The captain has been brilliant so far. Now good hands, good hands. And the line run. He's got the pace. Has he got the pace? He gets away for the defender. Kenya finish with a bang. It's perfect end. It's Vincent Onyola over in the corner. Kenya get their third. Kenya will progress to the round of 16. For Tonga, their cup campaign comes to an end, so they'll be into the bowl. For Kenya, they'll be up against, I think it's Argentina, we said earlier, later this afternoon. I think it's this game over here. Yeah, it'll be against Argentina at 23 past 4. So that's where the Kenyans will be in action once again. A couple of nice games, as I said, USA versus Samoa, New Zealand versus Scotland, France versus Canada, England versus Ireland. Quite a couple of very good games to come this afternoon. We'll be live for a couple of them, so just keep an eye out for the channel. We'll start scheduling all the streams in now. Now we've got sort of opponents being confirmed, and the ball is sliding to the right there, so the conversion is unsuccessful. 19 points to 0 will be the final score. Kenya progress to the round of 16. Tonga will move into the bowl quarterfinals, which will be tomorrow morning. As I said, please do stay on the stream, and we'll have all the other matches being live. If you're on Fair Sports, it will redirect you to the Forever Rugby stream, which has coverage of all the games, as well as post-match interviews and stuff like that. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you guys all a little bit later.